Village that vanished overnight. A legend.
In the olden days, there existed a quiet village surrounded by farms and forests. In that village lived a man and his family. He was a hardworking farmer who woke up before the sun and returned home after sunset.
His hands were rough from labor, his clothes always dusty, but his heart was pure gold.
He helped his neighbors without expecting anything in return, shared food with the hungry, and never turned away someone in need. He lived peacefully with his wife and children, and though they were not rich, their home was always filled with warmth and laughter. But not everyone in the village was like him. One cold, quiet night, when the moon hung low in the sky and most of the village was fast asleep, a mysterious old woman appeared at the edge of the village. Her clothes were torn, her feet were bleeding, her voice was weak. She walked slowly to the first house and knocked gently on the door. When the door opened, she spoke softly. "Please, I'm very thirsty. Kindly give me just a cup of water to drink." The people inside looked at her with disgust. "Look at you," they shouted. "You're dirty. We don't know you. You have no right to come here without any invitation." And with that, they slammed the door in her face. Heartbroken, the old woman moved on. House after house, door after door. Each time she begged for nothing but water, and each time she was rejected. "She is a stranger. She must be dangerous. She has no right to beg here." The village that looked peaceful by day revealed its cruelty by night. Finally, weak and exhausted, the old woman reached the home of the kind man. Inside, the family had just returned from the farm. They sat together, sharing their simple supper. She knocked. The door was opened. "Welcome," the man said gently. "Please come in." The old woman hesitated. "I don't want to disturb you," she said. "I only want to ask for a cup of water to drink." Without a second thought, the man pulled out a chair. "Please sit down. You're welcome here." They gave her fresh water. They invited her to eat. They treated her not as a stranger but as a family. The old woman ate slowly, her eyes tired, watching them closely. When she finished, she stood up and smiled, a smile far too knowing for a simple traveler. "My children," she said, "because you have shown me kindness when others showed me cruelty, I will show you something." Her voice grew serious. "At midnight tonight, take your family and climb the hill outside the village. When you reach the top, turn back and look." Before they could ask another question, the old woman vanished into the night. That night, exactly at midnight, the man woke his family. Silently, they climbed the hill. The wind howled, the sky darkened, the ground began to shake. When they reached the top, they turned back. What they saw froze them in terror. the village was being destroyed. The earth opened up, houses collapsed, the ground swallowed everything, the homes, the roads, and the wicked inhabitants. In moments, the village was gone, buried beneath the earth forever. The man fell to his knees, crying for his neighbors, even those who had turned away the strangers. As the ground grew quiet again, the man looked far into the distance. There, glowing under the moonlight, was a beautiful land, green fields, flowing rivers, and peace. Guided by faith, he led his family there. Upon that land, they raised their home, and from it, a village slowly took root, as if the earth itself had been waiting. The man and his family lived in kindness all their days. When their voices were gone, the story remained, passing from generation to generation like an old and faithful promise. And so the elders say kindness, no matter how small, even a cup of water, can change destinies. In that
land nowadays, it is the practice to never refuse water to any stranger.